Hello, my name is Colin Wino, and this is my GDQ submission video for Red Faction. So the time for this game begins when you skip the first opening cutscene. Alrighty, so Red Faction is a first-person shooter game released in 2001 for the PlayStation 2 and Windows. For speedrunning this game, we typically play it on the PC version just because it gives us the ability to quick save and quick load, which gives us the opportunity to do a lot of pretty interesting tricks, which you'll see later on in the run. So immediately you'll notice that I keep on jumping, and the reason for this is you actually walk a little bit slower whenever you go up ramps or tilted surfaces like this. So just by jumping, it gives us a little bit of a speed boost that allows us to get through this little opening section a lot quicker. And another thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to take my corners really tight, and the reason for this is just taking walking in like a serpentine line instead of taking straight lines. You know, obviously it loses a bunch of unnecessary time, so we just try to avoid doing that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to wait for that guy on the other side of this little broken bridge thing to shoot the guard and let him drop his pistol. And we're going to kill this guard and pick up his rocket launcher, which we're going to use a lot during this run. With the help of the rocket launcher, we'll be able to do a lot of really cool tricks when it comes to breaking through walls, you know, climbing up places we're not really supposed to climb. And it also allows us to do a lot of sequence breaks, which save just a ton of time. But for now, we're just going to conserve our rocket launcher ammo. We're going to use it a little bit later on in this opening mining sequence. But yeah, for now we're just holding on to it. And we're going to reach the end of this tunnel, and there's going to be another dude with a rocket launcher. We're just going to shoot him and pick up even more ammo, because, you know, you can never have too much ammo. And now we're just going to dart through this little area and enter this tunnel. We're going to try to get a quick kill on this guy, because he can block you. Alright, now this is the first real skip of the run, even though it's kind of minor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to blow up this APC type thing, and we're going to jump down. And I don't know why, but for some reason this guy, he just follows me like crazy. I've never seen that before, but yeah, he just followed me and kind of broke some of my fall damage, which was pretty good, because one big thing about this game is health conservation, because it's important to conserve as much health as you can, because it can make certain parts of the game a lot more difficult than it has to be. But yeah, what we're doing right now is we're just trying to kill these guards in this little area, waiting for the elevator to come down. There's nothing you can really do to make this go any faster other than just getting to the switch as quickly as possible. But yeah, we're just going to hit this button, and it's going to be a short little auto-scroller all the way up to the top. And I guess this is like a little moment to breathe before you get into the next section. But the first few splits of the run are pretty easy. I would say the game starts getting pretty difficult around the Capex Cavern split, because there's a lot of pretty difficult jumps and save load techniques you gotta do that can definitely make you lose a lot of time, but with enough practice, those tricks can be pretty consistent. Alrighty, so now we're on to the barracks split. We're gonna try to get a quick kill on the guard inside of this little box here, and we're gonna just enter the barracks. Now, immediately after opening this door, we're gonna shoot the shotgun guard, and we'll take a shotgun, which will help us out a lot. Yeah, basically we're just going to mash to try to open up this door quicker, because the airlocks are really weird when it comes to consistency. Like, sometimes certain airlocks in the game, they open up by interacting with them on the doors, and other times you have to interact with the switch on the side. So basically just by spamming, it just allows you, it just gives you as many opportunities as you can to open it up. But yeah, we're going to run through this kitchen. We're going to do some fancy crouch jumping into the vents here. It's pretty chill section of the run right now. Gonna try to navigate our way through this room quickly as possible. And there's gonna be a guard at the end of this tunnel, but we're gonna shoot him with a light shot and then a heavy shot from the shotgun, and that'll basically guarantee that we kill him. So now we're in the elevator room. This room's pretty simple. We're just gonna climb up and face this direction so we can jump off, get a quick kill on this guy, and then there's a sort of tricky jump at the top of this ladder, but we're just going to climb right through there. Alright, now we're in the registration split. So, in one fluid motion, we're just going to break open the glass and hit that button and get down here. It's possible for the guard in that room to actually catch you and make you get stuck for a second, but it's pretty easy to get around him. But yeah, we're going to be jumping, once again, trying to take the cleanest line possible through this level. And we're just heading through some hallways. And coming up next, we got a pretty big trick, and this saves about 30 to 40 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the rocket launcher, and we're going to try to set it up. We're going to shoot at this corner right here, and we're going to climb through. I got stuck here for a second, but I just broke it again. So basically, with the rocket launchers, let you break the environment, because a lot of the environment in this game is destructible. So by using a rocket launcher, we can get through, like maybe discover some shortcuts, or climb a mountain, which you will see later on in the run. But yeah, now there's a little cutscene here. We get to watch a spaceship take off. There's really nothing interesting about it. This game does have a story, and it's pretty good. It's about like miners trying to escape, and then there's like an evil corporation, and there's like a virus, and there's aliens, and you go to space or something like that. It's kind of weird. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna crouch as this door opens to get through quicker. Saves just a little bit of time. But we're gonna head up into the control room, and we're gonna hit this button, which will allow us to enter the main hangar. There is a trick you can do to get into the main hangar without hitting that button, which saves a few seconds, but it's pretty inconsistent, so I just avoid that. But yeah, we're just going to head through this hangar, and we're going to do some fall damage evasion, or actually we're going to take some fall damage on purpose. So we're just going to line ourselves up in this little corner and crouch, try to make it on that little ledge. I missed this time, but it's completely possible to hit that ledge. It doesn't make that big of a difference. It's only a few points of health like lost, so it doesn't really matter because we have plenty of opportunities for healing items later on. But yeah, now we're just gonna jump through this little tunnel. The guards can't shoot that well, and neither can the turrets, but we're gonna kill this guy and we're gonna take his health kit. And now we're gonna skip this little boss fight, or a mini boss. So we're gonna shoot a hole through here, and basically this will let us skip having to fight the robot boss. Alright, and now we're in the abandoned mine split. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hit this button to send the elevator down, and we're going to take that ladder down. Now normally, in the casual playthrough, you have to wait for the elevator to reach the bottom. However, we're not going to do that because there's actually a little shortcut on this elevator. It's right here next to the ladder. It's like a tunnel, and as soon as it appears, we're going to go through it any second now. Alrighty, so yeah, we're heading down the tunnel, and you're supposed to take like remote mines and shoot open the door or something like that, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to shoot around the gate, because that's what we do. If it's possible, we'll just go around it. Any case possible. But yeah, now we're in this weird abandoned mine area, and once again, you're going to see me jumping repeatedly to get uphill faster. This is still pretty early in the run. It isn't that difficult. There are guards here which can do a decent amount of damage to you, but if you shoot them early enough, they can't really do much. But they also drop ammo, which can help out. You don't typically run out of ammo in this run, because guards typically are very generous. I believe the guards in the tutorial, they give you like 80 bullets, which is more than enough. But yeah, we're going to take out the rocket launcher again, and we're going to go for a little shortcut. This saves like a second or two. We're just going to blow up the corner right there and jump through here. Alrighty, and now we're going to do a little precise jump right here. And we're going to enter this little vent. Now, this trick coming up is actually a little difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand in the corner of this vent, and we're going to try to let this vent push us up. And I'm struggling a little bit with it. It doesn't lose that much time if you mess it up, but it's good to try to get it as quickly as possible. In this case, even though this run was a personal best by a pretty big margin, I just got really unlucky with the with the vent skip. Yeah, we're just gonna jump on those pipes, and we're gonna head over into this second vent. And there's a guy with a shotgun, but yeah, we're just gonna get rid of him pretty quickly. And now we're in this little sniper area. The sniper, he shoots, but he never really hits. So now we're just jumping through. I like to bunny hop, even though it isn't any faster or slower. I just like to bunny hop. And we're just going to do a quick save and jump, grab this ledge. We missed, unfortunate. But yeah, we're just going to jump across and skip that. I'm taking the rocket launcher out because we're going to shoot the ground. And it will help us do a lot of damage to these guards, because we got to kill these guys and wait for them to despawn before we can get into this next area. But yeah, now we're in the geothermal power plant. This area is pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting stuff you can do in this run, or specifically in this part of the run. Like, with the geothermal power plant, everything is very close together, so you can use the rocket launcher to break through walls, and it lets you just do everything a lot quicker than normally. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shoot a rocket right here to start, and then we're going to head down into this room, push this button. So in the power plant, we just have to hit a bunch of buttons or break a couple things. But yeah, that's the first one, and then we're just going to dig through here with our rocket launcher, and we're just going to turn this valve, and then we're just going to climb back up. Got a little stuck here, but that's perfectly fine. And then we're going to do it again. This is going to let us enter the turbine room a lot quicker. So yeah, we're just going to head through here. We're going to try to get over the fence and over the pipe as quickly as possible. And now there's only 2 more rooms left for us to enter. So along the way, I'm going to be trying to kill as many guards as I can, because all of the guards pile up outside of the last room when you do the little scripted sequence at the end of this level. So yeah, we're just trying to clear them out as much as we can. But yeah, now that we've gone through the geothermal power plant and hit all the buttons, we just have to wait for this little cutscene to happen. There's a technician who's helping us destroy the geothermal plant or something like that. But yeah, we just gotta hit the button, and right after that, we're just gonna head out. Now, one weird thing about this game is how the frame rate interacts with the engine. So in this case, or at least in this run, we switched the frame rate a few times. So starting out the run, I start out at 55 frames per second, and this is important because anything higher than 60 will actually cause the submarine vehicle to explode when it drops down. And, you know, I don't know why it happens, it just does. But yeah, we start the game at 55 frames per second, just so this doesn't happen. And later on, when we get into one of the actual cutscenes of the game, we switch our frame rate to 120, and then we just keep it at 120 for the rest of the run. Just because when your frame rate is higher, certain weapons like the flamethrower do a lot more damage. And it allows us to do pretty quick kills on some boss fights in the game. So we just like to keep our frame rate high, other than for this one particular sequence. But yeah, now we're in the submarine. We have to blow up this whale, and if we don't blow up this whale, we get stuck in the tunnel, and it loses a lot of time. Yeah, I don't know what this whale's deal is. The hitboxes are very strange, but, you know, I've just learned to live with it. So we just blow up the whale as early as we can. And now we're entering some sort of geothermal base or something like that. We're going to blow up this enemy submarine. And we're going to try to get through this pretty narrow tunnel. Alrighty, and now what we're going to do is we're going to head down this ladder. I'm going to pull out my rocket launcher, because there's a few guards that come out of the tunnel, or come out of this door. Yeah, we're just going to blow them up really quickly. And in a lot of cases, people don't typically have 100 health after the previous levels. So we just take out the sniper rifle and kill this one guard, just so we can grab the health kit if necessary. Like, it's kind of become second nature to me to always do this whenever I'm at this part of the level. So even though I didn't really need it this go around, I still shot the guard anyway, even though they never really hit you. Alright, so now we're heading into the first stealth sequence of the game, or rather the only stealth sequence of the game. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take as straight of a line as possible, and we're going to walk through here. We're actually going to take out our gun and shoot some of the guards, because they can block the doors, and they can get pretty annoying. Yeah, we're just going to take this little side route. Alrighty. And I'm going to try this quick save, quick load thing, and basically that lets us start walking in the next level after or before we've even loaded into it. So basically, if you activate an elevator, quick save, quick load, and then activate the elevator again, the doors open, but the timer for the next loading zone still starts. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just entering this room, and it lets us like start walking a little bit. It saves a few seconds each time you do it. But it looks cool, it definitely flows well, and it can be kind of a little bit confusing first time seeing it if you're not sure what's going on. So right away I'm going to switch the frame rate to 120, and this will help this cutscene to go along a little quicker. Yes, this game does have a plot. But basically what we're doing right now is, I guess story-wise, we're kidnapping this executive guy, and we're trying to take him to the leader of the Red Faction, the rebellion group, trying to, I don't know, free themselves. Yeah, the cutscenes in this game are pretty goofy. There's actually a cutscene later on with Griffin that it's so ridiculous. You have to see it for yourself. But yeah, this cutscene's almost over, and we're gonna get started in the next part of the corporate HQ split. So basically, we're just gonna go through this little corridor, and we're gonna try to kill these guards. Now, Griffin can die in this section, so we're just clearing out these guards to minimize the chances of that happening. And I'm also turning around just to make sure he's following me. And yeah, we're just gonna kill these last two guys. We're trying to get headshots whenever we can, because obviously headshots are quicker than body shots when it comes to killing guards. But yeah, and now we're in the maintenance split, and this part of the run is pretty long. It has a little bit of a boss fight at the end of it, but mostly it's just heading through caves, and there's a little bit of a sequence where you're flying a flying machine. I don't really know what to call it. But yeah, we're going to do a little save load glitch up ahead. So there's this wall of lasers, and we're going to jump into it and then save load really quickly with quick save buttons. And I've got those on my mouse. And yeah, we're just going to jump through that gate, and we're not going to worry about taking a lot of damage, because there's healing items up ahead. But yeah, we're just going to clear out this room of these guards. I'm going to try to kill both of them, because they can actually follow you into the next area, and that can be pretty annoying. But yeah, now there's another cutscene up ahead. This cutscene's a little bit silly. The frame rate is a little bit weird, or the game acts a little bit weird when the frame rate's too high, so things like this happen. I don't know, it just looks stupid. And it looks even worse later on in the run. Some of the animations are just really dated. It did not age very well. But yeah, we're just gonna hit these two switches to deactivate the we're gonna deactivate the turrets. And we're just gonna hit this switch as soon as he gets in. And we're gonna hop on this elevator. And now we got a few seconds to breathe before we have to get into the ship. I'm still not sure what to call it. It's like a flying thing with guns and rockets. I probably should know what it's called, but it's fine. It does not stop me from being able to play the game. The fighter, that's what it's called. Anyway, we're gonna try to kill this guy who's shooting the rocket launcher at us, because he can get lucky, and sometimes he can actually kill Griffin, and we really do not want that to happen. But yeah, and now we're just in this spooky looking cave. There is a pretty optimal path to go through. We're just gonna go through here, avoid the trees, even though they can't really collide with us. And we're gonna head up through here. There's a little bit of an opening that we're gonna take. It's kind of hidden, but yeah. Now this next part can be pretty tricky. So in order for us to be able to finish the sequence, there are 8 guards over in this zone that we have to kill. And the first 4, you know, you can pretty much get them every time. But the last 4, it's weird how they spawn. Sometimes all 4 of them spawn, which is lucky, but other times, like maybe only 1 or 2 spawn. So let's see, we got 1, 2, and the third one is kind of hiding. And the fourth one is just completely absent. Like there is no presence of the fourth guy at all. It's kind of weird, but he eventually shows himself, just spawning there out of nowhere. But yeah, that's it for the fighter sequence. We do enter one of the fighters later on in the run, but yeah, that's it for the first one. And now we're going to do the elevator glitch again. We're going to save, quick load, and we're going to head up this way. And this saves us a decent amount of time. Alright, and now we've got our first actual boss fight. We're going to head up top here, and we're going to use the SMG, and we're going to blow up these crates because it'll let us pick up our rocket launcher. Now, when we entered the stealth sequence earlier, we actually lost our all of our weapons, so we lost our rocket launcher. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to shoot this robot with our SMG until Hendrix gives us the dialogue line about, he gives us the line about telling us there's the disposal pit over here. Now, one thing you might notice is that none of the radio lines that appear at the top of the screen, yeah, they don't talk in any of them. And you might also notice that there is no background music either. So basically, in this run, the game gets really weird whenever you try to speedrun it. The memory, I don't even know the technical side of it, but the game starts acting weird when you go through levels too quickly or do it too many times. So we just have to turn our voice volume and our music volume to 0, and that removes a lot of the problems. So we don't typically have performance issues very often with the volume set to 0, and it's kind of weird for a game from 2001 to have performance issues like that on a modern PC. It is a little bit strange, but yeah, if you noticed earlier, we opened up the pit and we lured the big robot in there, and then we did a quick save, quick load, and that let us get a quick kill on the robot. But yeah, and now there's another long, unskippable cutscene. This would be a good time for donations, in the case that this run does get in. But it's this is probably the last easy segment of the run before things start getting actually difficult. I would say medical research is another easy split too. But when you get to the cavern and the zoo and the inner sanctum, and especially the Grand Canyon, that's when things really start to pick up difficulty with like the guards getting better armor and equipment. But yeah, now that the cutscene's over, we're just going to jump down here. We're going to grab this ladder, and we're going to head through this very conveniently placed vent. You know, even though it's like the vent for an incinerator, for some reason it also leads to a medical research lab or like a hospital for some reason. But yeah, anyway, we're just gonna head through this medical research lab quickly. We're just gonna kill in the guards whenever we can. But this zone is pretty simple. Now we're in the security checkpoint. This part's also simple. We just run through, take straight lines, and open up the doors. And pretty soon, I think we've got like 2 or 3 more rooms. And now we've got a little mini side quest that we have to do. So basically the door on the left side of this room is locked, and we need the key to open it. So we're just going to shoot through this glass, and we're gonna save a little bit of time doing this trick. We're gonna jump and jump on that catwalk without having to go all the way around. Gonna kill this guy and do the quick save, quick load to be able to pick up the key card quicker. But yeah, we're just gonna head through here, and there is a guard in here. We're just gonna get a quick kill on him. Gonna pick up the health kit, which is really important, as you're gonna want to have a lot of health going into the Capex Cavern split. Alright, and now what we're gonna have to do at the start of this room is we're gonna try to shoot this guy in the back corner as quickly as possible. So I got up pretty quickly, and now there is another cutscene. Except this one is pretty funny, just because of how weird it looks. I will just let the cutscene speak for itself.
Perfect excuse to accelerate my experiments. Who will notice a few more vanished miners in all this confusion?
To hell with orders. Die, K-Pack.
Congratulations, Parker. You were the first to see my nanotech shield in action. Now I must return to my work. Enjoy what little time you have left, you and your friends.
Alrighty, now that that cutscene's over, we're gonna enter the, I would say one of the hardest parts of the run, the Capex Cavern split. Now this part of the run can be pretty difficult, but with enough practice, you can get pretty consistent at it. I know I have. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take out this rocket launcher, and we're going to blow 2 holes in the wall here. And we're going to jump over here into this little hole in the wall, and we're going to just jump over. And that saves like a minute just doing that instead of having to go around. And now we're going to do this weird quick save, quick load jump in the water. So basically we're going to quick save and then quick load really quickly in the water, right as we hit, and then it'll bounce us high up in the air. But we're just going to do that a few times. Just trying to get a good setup for it. Pretty close. I'm going to shoot the corner there just so I can get up there. You can do it without the rocket shot though. Alright, and now we're in the weird alien part. So we're just going to jump down this way. We're going to try to land on top of the aliens. I took a lot of damage there, so I ended up quick loading, but just hugged the wall this way and picked up the health kit. So I'm doing pretty good on health right now for where I'm at in the cavern. But yeah, we're going to pick up the flamethrower, and the flamethrower is the most overpowered weapon in this game. And you'll see why at the end of the Capex Inner Sanctum split. But we're going to walk this way, and we're going to jump in the water, and we're just going to take no fall damage because the puddle is just deep enough for us to survive. But yeah, now we're going to fight these robots. Now these robots are pretty tricky. The first 2 are pretty easy, but these like weird guys that shoot the green lasers, those can one-shot you. In fact, those always are just an instant kill if they shoot you. So yeah, we're just going to kill those guys as quickly as possible. Pick up those health kits there, and now we're going to enter the zoo split. And this is another one of those splits where really the most important part is taking corners as tight as you can and just trying to have optimal movement throughout the entire thing. Now even though there's a car right there, we're going to head through on foot. But yeah, this part is pretty simple. So we're just going to go through these caves. I got pushed back by a guard a little bit back there, but yeah, we just jumped around him. But the Capex Zoo section is pretty straightforward. We're just I'm gonna pull out my rocket launcher here real quick, and we're gonna shoot this corner of the wall, and that way we don't have to go around. We can just get through without the gate opening up. And yeah, we're just gonna head through these caves, these tunnels. There's not really a lot to say. It's basically just this for a few minutes, for like the next 2 minutes. But coming up ahead, there's a really big sequence break that we do. So normally you have to go under, yeah, like you have to go into the water, swim all the way down, and head into the submarine bay. And then you have to get a submarine, and you have to go up into ice, and you have to fight this creature. And it's very annoying. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do another one of those quick save, quick load water things. Just gonna jump here, set it up. My height's kind of low, but I'm just gonna set it up a few more times to try to get it a little bit better. I got a little bit stuck here, but I just switched my angle. And any second now. Alright, now we're up. But yeah, this honestly saves like 4 minutes. Like, this is such a crazy skip. It really makes the run a lot easier. I would actually say that doing this skip is easier, and it's faster than doing it casually, which is kind of interesting for a speedrunning trick. Alright, but now we're going to head into the feeding chute. There is a little boss down at the end of this feeding chute, but we're just not going to fight him. So if you get too close to the boss, it'll just do an attack which will instantly kill you. However, if you just hug the wall, like you're about to see me do, then the boss only just does its normal attack to you. It can't do any insta-kill attacks. But yeah, we're just gonna hug the wall, and this weird, like, lizard thingy, there's nothing it can do, so we're just gonna completely skip that boss fight. Alright, but now we're gonna enter the inner sanctum. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot this guard, get some free ammo, and yeah, we're just gonna hit this button on the side so we can get into the airlock. But yeah, K-Pek, according to the story, he's like this big bad guy doing evil science experiments and stuff like that. Nothing is really explained too well in-game. Like, most of the information about the story and stuff is just stuff found on, like, the internet. But any in-game explanations are just kind of weird. But yeah, now we're just going to enter this elevator. There's a guard here, or a scientist. We're just going to hit him with our riot shield. The riot shield will come in handy later on. Alright, now we're in like a weird jail cell, prison kind of thing. But we're going to take out our rocket launcher, and we're just going to shoot. We're going to shoot here a few times. I aimed a little bit too high, but yeah, we're just going to go through here, and this saves a good 45 seconds. Just skipping, having to go around. We can just go straight through. And the rocket launcher is going to save us a ton of time in the next split. Alright, but we're going to do this again. I attempted to do the elevator glitch, but I was not successful this go around, which is fine. Alright, but now what we're going to do is we're going to climb up on this little wall here, because if we stand on the ground, the shutters actually close, and that loses a lot of time. Because we have to go down some stairs. But yeah, we're just going to use the flamethrower to do a bunch of damage to these guards. Now, because I'm running the game at a high FPS, the flamethrower does a lot more damage than it normally does. And now this thing's going to come down, and K-Pek's going to appear. But we're just going to hit him with our flamethrower, and yeah, he's dead. You know, this is supposed to be a challenging boss fight, and if you don't have the flamethrower, it is, but yeah, we can. If you get lucky, you can kill him before the platform even falls down, before it even comes down all the way. So it looks like he just appears out of nowhere. It's just really strange. But yeah, cutscene time. I will let this cutscene speak for itself.
If you have hope, you just don't understand yet. My work, all gone.
K-Pek, the plague. There's got to be a cure.
Simple, really. Stop the replicators.
But how? How do you stop them?
Antidote, of course.
Come on, Eos. Let's finish him and get out of here.
We need that antidote, Parker. If you're not gonna help, shut up. Where is the antidote?
Why help you? Hope you all die.
Damn. The formula's got to be in his computer files. Maybe Hendrix can help. Parker, you've got to get out of here. One of us has to live through this.
No, I'm not gonna leave.
No time to argue. Go out the way I came in. If I don't make it, you must tell people there's a cure for the plague.
Alrighty, cutscene time over, and just you might notice there are actually two Eoses. One of them standing there near the cutscene, and another one entering from this hole in the wall. Yeah, this game can get buggy sometimes.
5 seconds to self-destruct.
It does weird stuff like that. Alright, but time for the Grand Canyon split. Now, this split is absolutely crazy. So we're going to be doing a very, very tough strat called canyon climbing. I'm actually going to be doing a modified version of it, which is a little bit easier and a lot more marathon safe. So we're not going to hop in the back of that guy's car because that's slow, and we're not going to do that. But yeah, we're just going to head through this canyon, and I'm just going to be trying to take as straight of a line as I can. And we're going to climb up this little ramp here on the side of the canyon. We're just moving around. And basically what we're going to do here up ahead is we're going to use the rocket launcher to dig a path uphill through the mountains for us to completely skip this big long cave sequence. It's pretty long. You have to go through like some sewers, and there's like some like zombies, not zombies, there's like some aliens, and there's sewer guards. It's pretty annoying, but what we're gonna do here is there's a setup for it. There's this one spot you have to head to. It's the part of the rock, kind of looks like Patrick's star. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can. But yeah, we're just gonna start shooting right here and trying to get up here, and now we're just gonna dig up this way. Now I try to keep the angle as consistent as possible, only moving to the side but still keeping the same uphill angle for the most part. But yeah, what we're doing is we're gonna be trying to make a little bit of like a wide U shape. But yeah, we're just digging through here. This might look kind of weird, but this saves a ton of time. But eventually, we will see the sky. And yeah, that saves a whole bunch of time. Probably saves like a good 4 minutes. But we're going to head up this way. Instead of taking the cable car, which is slow, we're just going to walk on top. And we're going to tightrope balance in between the two cable car lines. Now, it might look like you can fall easily, but you have a lot more room than it looks like. So you would really have to go out of your way to fall unintentionally. But yeah, that's it for the Grand Canyon split. We're just going to enter this airlock, and now is the part of the run where I would say the late game begins. Yeah, once again, the airlocks are going to act like airlocks. And we're going to hit this button, and we're going to send the elevator up. Alright, and now we're in the communications tower. So basically, we just found out that we have to go to a space station. And in order for us to be able to actually get on the space station, we have to disable like a communications tower or something like that. I don't know. The plot is very confusing, very convoluted, but I would say it's decent. You know, it adds to the game. It doesn't really take away from it, but you can go through the game and enjoy yourself without really paying attention to it. But yeah, we just picked up the precision rifle, and we're going to be using the precision rifle for the rest of the run, just because it does so much damage. I would say this is the second best weapon in the game, And the best weapon is one that appears in the final few chapters of the game. But yeah, we're just gonna head up these stairs, this weird blocky spiral staircase, and we're gonna hit this button which will activate another cutscene. Luckily this cutscene is not as long as some of the other ones earlier in the run. I would say the longest unskippable cutscenes are already past us. So yeah, it's mostly action for the last couple minutes of the game, which is pretty good. But yeah, this guy pushes me, which is annoying, but yeah, we're just gonna head around and under this way. Now there's a couple guards in this room that are waiting to ambush you, but yeah, we're just gonna kill all three of them, being careful not to pick up the rail driver. Now, the rail driver is the best weapon in the game because it's an instant kill on just about anything that you shoot it at. The only problem is the guards, or the bad guys in the game, they can actually use the weapon too. And it is also a one-hit kill whenever they shoot you with it. So, yeah, you want to try to avoid getting shot with it whenever you can. But yeah, there's a little battlefield going on or something like that. I'm gonna go through. I got too cocky, and yeah, he just one-shot me. But luckily, with this game, it becomes second nature just to quick save as frequently as you possibly can, because you know that things like that will happen sometimes. But as a new player, I lost enough runs to like... I lost enough runs to make sure that I will quick save every single chance that I get. But yeah, now we're entering the tramway section. This is a little bit of an auto-scroller. There's a little bit of fun to be had. You know, there's guards that appear, but a lot of it is just sitting in the corner and waiting. But yeah, we're just gonna get comfortable in this little corner, and we're just gonna wait. Alrighty, now, once I start moving again for the second time, I actually have to shoot the guys in this other tram, because one of them has the rail driver gun, the one-hit kill gun. So yeah, you want to just get rid of him as soon as possible, because the rail driver can shoot through walls, and it can one-hit kill you through walls. So yeah, you just want to kill the rail driver guards whenever you see them, just to avoid problems and heartbreak and whatever. But yeah, pretty soon we're gonna be entering the missile launch area. We're just gonna wait for this next stop. Alright, and it looks like nobody is here, but surprise, there's a bunch of guards here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shoot this glass and crouch jump up and hit that button to open the door. But yeah, I'm getting destroyed by these guards, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna head through and shoot all these guys. And another short cutscene. Now I would say this cutscene is actually necessary, because the next part after this cutscene, before the end of this split, it is pretty difficult, because there's like 20 guards in this room, or 20 guards in this area that you have to fight, and they do a ton of damage, and really you just gotta get lucky and get past them. So there's just a lot of bullets going around. I actually died here once, but because I quick saved so much, I did not lose that much time.
Surprise missile launch sequence in progress.
But yeah, taking it a little bit slower for the second go around. We're trying not to die, obviously, because dying is slow. But yeah, that's it for the tramway split. And you might notice we are zooming toward a wall, and this is not going to open. But yeah, we're just going to turn to this direction, and by doing that, it'll let us just have it'll let us face the window to get out first. But yeah, now we're on a timer. So normally what you're supposed to do in this section is there is a APC that you drive, which yeah, you just drive it through this long canyon area. However, the APC is very slow, so we just head through this section on foot. It can be pretty dangerous, but yeah, but if we just kill the right guards and are just smart about where we stand, you can get through this section pretty easily. But yeah, once again, on a section like this, we're just trying to take our corners as tight as possible. We don't want to make unnecessary movements. But yeah, this area does have a few guards with rail drivers, and it also has a couple guards with like the super strong rocket launchers. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, they do a ton of damage, and their explosion radius is just absolutely huge. So we try to avoid them. We're gonna climb up top of this rock on the left here. That'll save a little bit of time. But yeah, we're just going through a canyon. I feel like this would also be a good part of the run for donations, because this run does have a bunch of really crazy action sequences, but it also has a few like moments where it's a little bit more relaxed like this. So yeah. But yeah, we're nearly done with the canyon. I would say we're a little bit over halfway. Now this, now the next area, there'll be a part with conveyor belts, and the conveyor belt area can be kind of tricky. You gotta be ready for anything the game throws at you. So, yeah, it can be kind of tough. But for now, there's like lawnmowers and weed whacking going on outside, but I can't really control that. So, yeah, that's it for the ancient riverbed sequence. There is the guy with the rail driver, but we're just gonna ignore him. Just gonna kill him real quick. And we're just waiting for this door to close. Load zones in this game are weird. Alright, but now for safety, we're going to take out the riot shield. And that's because there's a guy with a rail driver, and he can insta-kill you. So we just take that out, and then the rail driver breaks, but you don't die. Or the shield breaks. But yeah, now we're just gonna enter a spaceship, because we're actually in a spaceship now. It's kind of weird. The game doesn't really give you any kind of indication that you just boarded one, but yeah, this is a spaceship. I know in my first playthrough, I thought that was just part of a building, but no, that is the ship. But yeah, now we're going into the space station, which is one of the most skillful parts of the run, I would say. Because you can do this part really well, and you can also do it pretty poorly too. And this is where I would say it would separate a lot of runners of this game in terms of skill level. But yeah, basically what we're going to do is normally what we would do is we would like blow up a couple mainframes, and then we would blow up the reactor. But in this case, we're gonna blow up the reactor first, just because it's right here and we don't have to backtrack. But by doing this, it'll start a countdown, and basically it'll put us on a time limit for the rest of this split. So we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to just finish up the space station. So yeah, we are going to go up just because we need to access the escape pods, and you need to unlock the door to the escape pods. So, you know, either way, you still have to go to the top of the space station. Now I'm taking I took a lot of damage here, but it's fine because there are healing items after the split. You don't really take a whole lot of damage anymore in the space station, really. But yeah, we entered that room and we pushed that button, so now the gate is open for the escape pod.
In 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. We're just retracing our steps. And we're gonna stand a little bit away from the ladder just so we can fall quicker.
Overload in 30 seconds.
But yeah, we got a good 25 seconds to get to the bottom of this elevator thing. It's more than enough time.
Overload in 20 seconds.
I did bounce off the walls a little bit and get stuck a little,
Reactor overload in 15
but
seconds.
it didn't matter.
Reactor overload.
But yeah, I actually got stuck here, and then the guard at the rail driver got me, which was pretty annoying, so I just pulled out a different gun.
10 seconds.
But yeah, that's it for the space station. We get to watch a really cool looking cutscene of the space station exploding, and we barely get out of here on time. But yeah, now we're in the crash site area. We're gonna pick up a little health kit there, and yeah, this part is pretty straightforward. We're getting into some of the final parts of the run, which is pretty neat. But yeah, we're gonna kill this guy. He dropped some ammo, but we're gonna pull out a rocket launcher, and there is a specific spot up here that we're gonna shoot. And basically, we're gonna jump and try to we're gonna try to stand on that thing. And actually, I messed up the setup, so I died here, but I did a quick save right before, so it didn't lose a whole lot of time. I aimed a little bit lower this time, but yeah, we just jump and boost off of the little hole that we made in the wall. And yeah, that saves a good 30 seconds, just heading up that way. But yeah, so we're just heading through these caves. Story-wise, we're supposed to be heading to the big evil mercenary base, because now there's mercenaries on Mars, and they're trying to blow up Mars because the evil corporation, they don't want there to be any evidence that they did anything like an illegal corporation would do. So yeah, plot. Alright, but we're just skipping these scripted guard sequences, and we're just heading through some more tunnels. But this is actually the last part of the game that actually has like rocky tunnel sequences and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna do a little boost. We're gonna be careful, and then jump over. So yeah, we boost off the rails to get onto this bridge. It saves a decent amount of time. And this dude has a big rocket launcher, but we're just gonna get rid of him. Alright, and now we are entering the big mercenary base. Now, for a mercenary base, this place seems pretty empty. It's kind of suspicious. I can't really imagine something bad would happen. But, yeah, we're just going to keep going. We're going to activate this switch, and then... Oh no, gas! And we're just going to walk away. But yeah, we're in jail now. We got captured.
Awake over there? You were a sight when they brought you in, all blood and puke.
But yes, there is plot going on right now.
You up. Don't know why they bothered. They're just gonna kill us all anyway. Something big is happening. Lots of mercs running around.
But yeah, as soon as these doors open, there's a path that we're supposed to take. We try to get through this as quickly as possible. There aren't the pathing for getting through this. It's pretty optimized. So basically, we're just gonna shoot these guards, and we're gonna activate the elevator, quick save, quick load, and we're gonna head this way. And yeah, we pick up health kits that were not there before. And yeah, we're just gonna head through the hallways of this evil mercenary base.
Evacuation notice.
I'm just barely dodging a shot. But yeah, we're gonna kill this guard, and we kill this guy so we can pick up his rail driver, which is very important for the final boss fight. Just gonna kill that guy, and we're gonna kill this dude in this side room because he drops a flamethrower, and we need a flamethrower for the final boss fight as well. But yeah, we actually get stuck on this guy with the rocket launcher. But yeah, we're gonna head this way, and I'm not sure if you noticed it, but I did the elevator glitch. And we are on a completely different floor of the evil mercenary base now. I actually got stuck in this little corner here. But yeah, we're just going to clear out this room of all the guards. And we're going to do a little bit of like pre-planning for the next room. So the rail driver allows you to see through walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the rail driver, and you can see there's guards over here. So I'm going to shoot on the right side of the guard, and I'm going to shoot on the left side of where the guard was standing. And I'm going to do that again for this guy. And basically what that does is it lets you get kills on 2 of the guards. So basically behind the door there's a little corridor, and then there's another door, and behind that is like this big hall. But yeah, what this does is it lets us kill 4 of the guards early, which saves a good amount of time. Yeah, we're waiting on Hendrix. This is an escort quest. But yeah, all of the guards in this room are dead, because we already killed them. We're going to take out the rail driver because there is a guard in this room. We're just going to kill him as soon as he spawns. We're just waiting on Hendrix. More lawnmower noises. But yeah, now we are in the final split of the game. We're just gonna head through the mercenaries' lair. Real interesting plot stuff. I am gonna reload the flamethrower and make sure that the rail driver is ready as well, because we're gonna need both of those for the final boss fight. We're just going to try to make quick work of these guys in here. But yeah, we're going to hop in one of the fighter jets for the last part of this run. I'm just going to hop through the glass here, hit this button which will activate one of the fighter jets, send it going. And then we're going to climb up here, just get rid of that guy. And we're going to actually board the fighter jet early. We can't control it right now, but we're just getting in it now to save some time, avoid taking damage, or just in case one of the rail driver guys was left alive, not die. But yeah, as soon as this thing hits the ground, we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna go up, and that's gonna let us skip the animation of the thing unwinching the fighter. But yeah, now we're heading through the final tunnels of the game. We're just trying to take our corners really well. We're going to actually descend here, and we're just going to fly into this guy. And yeah, we are going around now. Just one more little tunnel. We're just navigating through here. Now we have to exit on the right. There's going to be a little opening at the bottom for us to go through. Wow, and just really loud lawnmower noises. Okay. But yeah, there's 2 fighter jets in this room. We're just going to make quick work of those 2. And then as soon as the second one dies, this is going to open. But we're going to fire a quick rocket at, the final boss fighter before it, before the cutscene starts. But yeah, now we got the final boss fight. We're just going to shoot it a bunch, and we're going to rocket it. And we're going to take our flamethrower out, and just like the old guy, it's going to instantly remove all of her shields. And then we're going to try to get a trick shot with the rail driver, but yeah, we get it second try. But yeah, that's the final boss. She is already dead. That was very quick. But yeah, now it is time for the true final boss. So the last thing to do in the game before time is we have a QTE bomb defuse sequence. So timing ends when it beeps after we've defused it. Time. And yeah, that is it. We disarmed the bomb. We saved Mars. That's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the Red Faction Any%. Thank you for your consideration. My name is Cullen Wino, and thank you for watching.